Good day, everyone. So, for today's topic, we will discuss to you all about the longitudinal design and the cross-sectional study. But first, I will give you a simple and short discussion about the longitudinal design. Where can we use this, and how do it differ from other studies or method? The longitudinal designs are used in all areas of psychology. They are particularly important for psychologists in studying human and animal growth and development. It is mostly used in medical research and other areas like psychology and sociology, and it is a quasi-science. It means ginagamit niya in measuring behaviors ng parehong subjects at different points in time and to see how things have changed. It is a study conducted over an extended period of time, and it can take place over periods of months, years, or even decades. A longitudinal survey can pay off with actionable insights when you have the time to engage in a long-term research project. Actionable insights are those results and conclusions drawn from the data na magagamit mo to make decisions or next action na imo bubuhaton na imo research paper. Stewart and his colleagues conducted an interesting longitudinal study to assess behavioral changes in firstborn children after the birth of a second child. So, usang study han example han longitudinal design. So, they observed and interviewed 41 middle-class families at 5 different times. Ang una is 1 month before the birth of the second child, and at exactly 1 month, 4 months, 8 months, and 12 months after the birth. So one of the behaviors the researchers were interested in was regression. So in psychoanalytic theory, ang regression is usa nga defense mechanism wherein ang pag-escape sa reality, especially a stressful situation, is by reverting to more childlike patterns of behavior. Previous work had suggested that after the birth of a sibling, firstborn sometimes showed more independent grown-up behaviors such as in language, feeding, toileting, and etc. Other times, they seemed to regress or become infantile. Stewart and his colleagues found some evidence for regressive behaviors in the firstborns, particularly when they were measured 1 month after the birth. Interestingly, may pa mga regressive behavior nga ira na observe, especially kung ang firstborn nga a new baby were the same sex. So, ang usa behavior nga ira na observe is might be imitation, not regression. According to them, maybe daw usang reason kay gin-imitate han firstborn child and behave sa new baby as a way of trying to direct maternal around them. And interestingly, the imitation strategies seem to have been abandoned by the 12-month and longitudinal study often use surveys to collect data that is either qualitative or quantitative. Additionally, in the longitudinal study, a survey creator does not interfere with survey participants. Instead, the survey creator distributes questionnaires over time to observe changes in participants' behaviors and attitudes. So, ang pinagkaibahan longitudinal study ha iba nga method is especially ha psychology field hiya ginagamit particularly ha developmental psychology. Ginagamit ini nga study growth and development. Just like this what I mentioned earlier of the behaviors of children after the birth of a second child.
So, tapos naman kita longitudinal design, maka din naman kita cross-sectional study. So, since makakutong ang longitudinal study nga very time consuming niya, mga artists na gamitin method namin yan cross-sectional study. So, ano ba ang may ada ha? Cross-sectional study. So, a cross-sectional study is a type of research study in which a group of information is collected at the same time or over a short period of. So, short recap la kita. Ano general study is normally we will going to study on one group or one participant over a period of time. And researchers gonna make sure nga mga kuwera means of data or measurements over different period of time. Nga ang measurements is pwede mag-occur every week, every month, or every year, and so on. Pero, kikitaon nila changes over time. So, ang cross-sectional study naman, since we can have a group of people na diri usala ang pag-studyhan over a long period of time, we are actually looking at a different types of sample. Yan ini nga mga sample is pwede maging adults, children's, youth, and so on. We are taking data at one instance of time, meaning madalhiya ay sa longitudinal study nga i-compare mo ito across variables. Nga next, cross-sectional studies can be descriptive research, meaning pwede natin ma-describe ang relevance or for example ang amount ng tao nga may sakit or kung apan mga information na gusto natin mabaruan from aton sample. Gusto mabaruan ang association of different factors ha aton study. So, para mas maintindihan pa natin kung anong cross-sectional study, is may ada kita dito example. So, ang mga researchers na kami ay different group of families nila, ang group of family, o there sila participant. So, group na So, ang group nag-i-expera naman ito may ada yung second born child in a month. And then, another group naman, may ada rahin second child a month old na or 1 month old na. Months old. So by doing this, pwede nila amount of regressive behavior among the firstborn children para makita kung may ada pa pagkakaiba-iba depending stage, iba-ibang stages ang pagka may ada ni Rahin second-born child. So in approach is pwede ka makagather information about regressive behavior nga diri usa lang nga grupoan gin-follow or diri usa lang nga grupoan gin-studyhan over a long period of time kundi damo nga grupo nga damo nga data era. So when we want to compare it daw is mas less powerful hiya kaysa dun mga studyhan is usa lang nga group or participant. Additionally, kung damo nga groups na nato gini-studyhan, syempre, iba-iba nga karakteristik ha, behavior na imo ginbibiling or behavior na imo gusto pag-studyhan. Syempre, kay iba-iba man hiya, iba-ibang karakteristik sa kung damo imo pag-studyhan. So, amon bagan So, next slide na. I think last slide na yun eh. So, So, this kind of meaning din natin pwede at an independent variable is ang dahilan ng pagbabago ng independent variable. Siyempre, because damuan mga groups, kung damon group na gini-studyhan, pwede iba-iba ang characteristic ng damo nga factors ang makakag-affect or damo nga factors ang pwede mag-contribute para magkamay ada yung changes sa mga behavior. And this may manipulation nga na hinanabo kay siyempre they are going to, our researchers are going to collect data or observe from the participants. Maray manipulation may mahinanabo kay kung ano lang nga data ang makukuha era participant ang bulan era gen kuha. So this is yung mga researchers for them to be able to conduct their studies ginera ang mga people especially change or other categories para study nila. Yan na mula to guys na naboto dun siya to design cross-sectional study. Thank you.